Welcome to Lithuania.
Today we are exploring some of the most Instagram-worthy places in Lithuania.
Come along as we explore. Right now, we're headed to somewhere we saw on TikTok.
Hey, we're trying cactus ice cream. We've never seen this before.
Right now, we're headed to somewhere we saw on TikTok, which is basically like a little stream, and then it has kind of like a swing in the middle of it. That sounds really cool. So we're headed there before we have to take off to Helsinki.
Yeah, Finland.
And then London, and then back home to the US.
To be honest, the instructions on how to get there were not very clear. So as we made our way towards the general area, we made sure to take pictures of everything else that was interesting along the way.
We're flying out at 6 p.m. tonight, and so we have to be mindful of the time.
The first building that we thought was Instagram worthy was this one right here. This is actually a stadium that was built in 1971. As you can see, the architecture of this building is really unique.
This building was built by the Soviet Union.
The building has been deemed unsafe since 2004, and plans to rebuild were halted because it was actually built on top of a Jewish cemetery.
And that's a castle up there.
The Gentleman's Castle was built in the 13th century and served primarily as a defensive fortress during the medieval period. Not only did it protect the city from attacks, but it also housed many great leaders. Everything in Vilnius was really walkable. All the places that we're going to see today were within walking distance of our hotel. We were staying at the Courtyard by Marriott in Vilnius city center. Okay, are you ready for our next Instagram-worthy spot? This is the Vilnius Cathedral. The history of this building dates back to the 14th century. It has served as the main cathedral in Lithuania, witnessing coronations, royal weddings, and important religious ceremonies throughout its existence. Are you ready for the next spot? Look at this beauty. This is the Church of St. Anne. The Church of St. Anne in Vilnius, Lithuania is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture dating back to the late 15th century. Over the centuries, it has survived numerous wars and renovations, standing today as a symbol of Vilnius's rich cultural heritage and architectural progress. At this point, we were getting close to the swing, and we started to see it underneath a bridge.
It looks like we found it.
And sure enough, that is the swing we saw on TikTok.
How did we get down there? It looks like there's steps from like that restaurant or something.
So we used the steps near the restaurant to go down to the river. But there was still one little problem. There were people using the swing, and it didn't seem like they were getting off anytime soon.
So we came here to get on the swing, but there are these people here that are just having like a full-on conversation. Like, we just want to get on there for a few minutes, take some pictures. Looks like there's another couple waiting as well, but I don't know. How do we get them off the swing? Should we give them the awkward stare? Bombastic side eye. Hi guys! We just want to use the swing.
Yeah!
Okay, so I'm going to do some test shots while I'm waiting for them to get off the swing. So here's test shot number 1. Actually, that's a cute shot of the girls. I'm going to have them post. Update. It's still there.
At this point, Dad went up and asked them if they'd move, and they kindly moved so we could take some photos. Getting on the swing was a little harder than we had expected. You had to carefully balance yourself so you wouldn't fall in the water.
Jump on the swing, and it's really relaxing. The water is very clear and cold.
This swing had such a cool vibe, we could have sat there all day.
This spot is so cool.
Mom even wanted to try it out, so she hopped on the swing too. Although we love this swing, we couldn't stay long because there were more people waiting to take pictures as well. It seemed like there were picture-worthy places everywhere we looked in Vilnius.
So on this bridge, there are actually love locks, lots of them. These love locks are all over Europe on different bridges and different monuments, and couples actually put them here as a symbol of their commitment to each other. It's a super sweet memento. You can even see like people's names and stuff on the locks sometimes, which is really cool. Let me show you. So this one right here.
These love locks and pictures shown here were taken on the bridge of Uzupis. The beautiful building behind us is an Orthodox cathedral.
Okay, so now it's 12:30. We've seen all these spots we wanted to see today. So now we're just gonna walk around and enjoy just random sights that we see along the way. We'll make sure to share anything interesting with you.
And probably get lunch.
Yeah, and stop for some lunch too, because the food in Lithuania, bomb.
Wow.
If you like potatoes, fried potatoes, very, very good. Film this? This is gorgeous. We're now in the town square. That's the town hall right there behind me. And there's a bunch of restaurants kind of surrounding it. Lots going on. In the mix of all the really beautiful architecture, there are also buildings that look like this that are remnant of the Soviet regime. The Lithuanians have been trying to erase this very morbid and tragic history. So a lot of the buildings have been restored and rejuvenated, especially in the last like 20 years. But there are still remnants of the Soviet regime. This when you see this architecture, that is from a very dark time in their history. So I was trying to figure out what language they speak here, and they speak Lithuanian. They have their own language, but the people here also speak Russian as well. And
Also English.
yeah, a lot of them do know English, which is nice. Makes it easy to get around and ask questions. We're eating at the same restaurant that we ate the other night.
With the same server.
With the same server, because it was good.
There's water.
And of course, after we're done eating, we have to have dessert.
Okay, we're trying cactus ice cream. We've never seen this before. There's two ice cream places like right across the road. Rory and Dad want dark chocolate ice cream over at this one. And then Sage and I are getting ice cream at the other one. They have cactus, and what are you getting?
I'm getting mango.
Sounds good.
It's my favorite fruit. So.
Yep.
I got dark chocolate and it's really good.
I'm tasting the basil ice cream. They say here, basil. It would need something sweet. That is. Woo.
Yeah, I'm getting cactus. Thank you. How is yours?
Really good. Really right.
Yeah, it's very rich. And how's your mango?
It's like a sorbet with like vanilla ice cream.
Cactus, really good. Very sweet, a little bit fruity. Of course, I didn't know what a cactus tasted like, but cactus, apparently it tastes good.
He said it was like an aloe vera.
Oh.
So it's like healing power.
Ooh, healing powers in my ice cream. I like that.
But now we're just going to take a short coffee break. How can you put this into Coca-Cola? Salad.
On the way back to the hotel, we filmed some TikToks and Instagram reels.
Sam's Club. The shoes are Nike. The Nike
Fit check. So first I have my jacket from Pepco.
fit check. Here's my fit check.
Boy.
Hi.
Bet.
As soon as we got back to the hotel, we loaded up in the taxi and headed to the airport.
My life is complicated enough. The last thing I need is more drama.
Hey, Miley.
Hello, drama.
The airport was about a 30-minute drive from the hotel. And when we got to the airport, this happened.
We just arrived at the airport. It is 4:29 and our flight leaves at 6:35. However, they won't check anybody in until exactly 2 hours before the flight. There's a big long line standing here. There are the receptionists. It looks like they're probably playing on their phones for the next 5 minutes. Would you say that's accurate?
Oh, yeah. They're busy. They're on YouTube looking us up right now.
We go to gate 24 fast check. Then we go to the lounge room about 2 hours before our flight leaves.
Cool. I'm gonna do FLV. Cool.
I totally almost ran into the wall while
You did
vlogging
run
that.
into the wall.
I didn't run.
Yeah, you did.
So the fast track was actually fast.
Okay, guys.
There was actually no one in the fast track. We were the only ones, so it went really quick.
Now we get this lounge both for our priority pass and the airline.
Guys, there's ice cream in this lounge.
That is so sick.
Okay, take some on the plane.
No, it'll be melted by then.
Okay. So they have chicken salad, and I got some pickles, because I love pickles. I got a sandwich, ham, cucumber, lettuce, sandwich, some orange juice, and some like paprika chips. And then I'll probably have an ice cream after.
What kind did you get?
It's like chocolate covering with vanilla ice cream.
I got pomegranate, and it's vanilla ice cream with some kind of pomegranate filling. This tastes like McDonald's ice cream. What did you get?
I got mango.
Mango's been like your favorite lately.
I know, because it's a fruit. It's wrapped in paper, not like your normal plastic.
It's good.
We actually had to take a shuttle bus to the runway where the plane was. And everyone ran to the plane because it was raining.
Just a little bit.
To get back to the United States, we had to fly from Lithuania to Finland, from Finland to England, and then back to the US. Because of the long flight path, we decided to stay the night in Helsinki, Finland.
It happened again. We have our own hotel room again. Mom and Dad are staying in a completely different room.
You heard that right. They're in their own hotel room. Something that's really interesting about hotels in Europe is a lot of times they'll only let 2 people in a room, and there's no exceptions for children. A lot of the hotels do have family rooms that you can book that do have like a pull-out bed of some sort that the kids can sleep on. But we booked a family room, but the family room was apparently taken by another guest today. Luckily, the hotel was accommodating, so we aren't having to buy the second room, but often, if there isn't a family room available, you do have to book 2 rooms for your family, which can be quite expensive. There are often discounts for the second room, sometimes it's even half price, but that's how they do things in Europe.
That evening, we had dinner in the airport food court.
Her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Watch Nina, watch Chrissy get low.
We made some fun TikToks and then continued flying back to the United States.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe and like this video. Bye! Did I shrink or did she get taller?